Hello everyone, this is A Machinist123 and we are back with another tutorial episode. Last time we changed the colors. We went into, for a quick review, we went into File, clicked Configuration, and then we went and changed some of our colors. And I actually changed my wire geometry. Used to be this color. I wanted it to look more like my mouse, a little easier for me to see. So now we're going to be focusing on an introduction to the graph, which is this essentially, and drawing with points. So this wasn't here before. I'll go ahead and undo. So you're at home, you see this, and we want what we saw over here. So I'm going to go all the way over to view over here, click that, and I'm going to ignore everything else and click show nomens. It's going to look more like this, probably. Maybe a different color for you based off of what you might have chose, but it will more or less look like this. I am used to, personally, I click the drop down menu and I erase that and I make it look more like what we see down here. And if you mash down on your mouse wheel or whatever third mouse button you have, you may have noticed that you can turn this and make it look different. For now, if you have done this, then I'll show you how to undo it, because we need to undo it. If you haven't, then don't worry about it. I'm going to right click, and ignoring everything else on here, I'm going to go down to where it says top and WCS in the parentheses. So now we have this. This is our origin. If you're familiar with a graph, and I'm assuming most of you will be, there is a 0, 0, an origin. This is your origin, where you will build everything off of. Now, we will go ahead and begin drawing. We're going to use points for this episode. I'm going to go back over to wireframe and click right here. And I'm going to click, not the drop down menu down here, I'm going to click this box that shows our point. There are different ways of doing this. You can just click and, oh my goodness, wow, so many points. This is not what we want. I click the green check, say I'm done, and I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these. Open up the selection window, I mash down on my mouse and drag across the screen and click again to select. I'm going to go home and I'm going to delete entities. Now, back at wireframe, clicking this point right here, I want you to press spacebar, and you will see this box pop up where it looks like you can type things. This is where you can type coordinates. Your first coordinate would be your x coordinate, and then you would press comma, and then you would do your y coordinate. Now, it won't understand this, so it doesn't create a point when you press enter. And as you can see, the box disappeared. To reappear the box, you just press space again. What it needs is it needs actual numbers, like 2, 1. So it will move it over, you guessed it, in a graph style. 2 in X, 2 inches, and then 1 inch up in Y. I'm going to go ahead and delete this real quick and go back to our points to catch up with y'all. And in the link in the description of my video below, there is a free worksheet coordinate picture from a website called worksheetworks.com. This is for children to learn about graphs and how to draw with graphs. It's kind of a connect the dots. I chose a simple one. I at first wasn't going to give us a simple one, and about an hour later I was halfway through and decided to do this video again. Thank goodness y'all won't have to do that. We're just going to do 4 different lines of coordinates. I'll probably go over the first 2 lines, pause the video, and let y'all catch up to my last 2 points that I will be revealing. You can go ahead and click in the description below to this worksheet coordinate picture and scroll down until you see a box that says your lines. You don't want to scroll all the way down because you'll see the picture, and I want this to be a surprise. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to create a point position. Make sure you have that window open and for you to just look at on the side. So the first couple points are 1, 0 and 19, 0. So 1, 0, and you have to type it like this, 19, 0. The next couple of points are 20, 2 and 11, 20. So I press the space bar, 20, 2, press enter, and then 11, I press the space bar again to make it appear, 20, press enter again, and it will pop up there. So that is the line 1. We'll do one more line and then I'll pause the recording. So the next couple of lines are going to be 20, 2 and 4, 2. So 20, 2, enter, space. Did I skip a line? No, it says 20, 2 twice. So 4, 2 is next. So 4, 2. It's weird that it has the same point twice. Probably should have screened this earlier, but we'll see if this works anyways. The next 2 points for line 2 is 5, 4 and 15, 4. So 5, 4 and 15, 4. So now I'm going to pause the recording, finish the rest of the points. Hopefully you will follow suit, and when we come back, we'll have all of our points put down, save for the last 2. So we're back. The last 2 points I'm going to do, and actually now I realize why it repeated. So I'll explain that in a second as well. Last 2 points are going to be 9, 16 and 10, 14. So 9, 16 and 10, 14. So we'll go ahead and do the green check since we're done. Now, the reason why some of those points were repeats is those are actually the lines that we're going to draw. So we're going to delete the extra points. How we're going to do that is we're going to select everything again. We're going to go to our home tab up here, and you see delete entities. Next to it there's duplicates, and what this will do is it will delete all of your duplicates. We had 8 extra points. So doing that duplicates page, it shows you what was a duplicate, and that's why these are pink. These were all the duplicate points. So we're going to go ahead and select all of these, right click, and this third option right here, clear colors, 1, 2, 3, we're going to click that, and that should turn all your points back to your color instead of the pink color. Hello everyone, this is a brief intermission from the future A Machinist123 during his editing. I noticed that you did not get an opportunity to see the right click window that drops down, from my side at least, and the options that follow that. So I went ahead and inserted these pictures here in the middle of the video so that you can kind of get an understanding of what I was trying to do. And also later on we will realize that we didn't need to use the analyze function, as I'm about to go ahead and do for quite some time, that there are some coordinates at the bottom of your screen. But without further ado, this is the end of the video. So we're going to go to wireframe over here. We have all of our points down. The next thing we're going to do is line endpoints, which is over here. We're skipping over bolt circle and going to line endpoints, and we're going to click. And now we're going to follow those points. So starting from 1, 0, we're going to go to 19, 0. So this is a good opportunity to show analyze, actually. So we're going to right click and go down the list to the very bottom. It says analyze entity properties, and now we can figure out which ones are which. So I'm going to click this point. I'm certain that this is, okay, this is 0 and 2. We're looking for 1 and 0, so that's going to be this one right here, 1 and 0, and we're going to go up to 19 and 0, so this one over here, 19 and 0. So we'll go ahead and click this point right here and go straight to this point right here, 19 and 0. The next points are from 19 to 0 to 20 and 2. So that's going to be up here. And the next point is from 20 and 2 to 11 and 20. So that's going to be this one all the way up here. That's at least my guess. So to double check, I'm going to right click one more time to open this window, go to the very bottom, analyze entity properties, and I'm going to click this point. So our x should be 11 and our y should be 20. These are our coordinates. That's what this analyzing properties does. So now that we've double checked it and it looks like it's correct, we're going to go ahead and hit this green check. And we're going to continue. So that is line 1. Line 2 starts at 20 and 2. So from 20 and 2, back to our third point there, we're going to go to 4 and 2, which will be over here. Here's 4 and 2. Then we're going to go from 4 and 2 to 5 and 4. So that would be this point up here. Once again, I'm going to double check, right click, analyze entity properties, and I'm going to click that point. So our coordinates are 5 and 4. So we went from 20 to 2 to 4 and 2 to 5 and 4. Yes. So from 5 and 4, we're going to go to 15 and 4, which should be this one right here. And from 15 and 4, that's the end of line 2. Now we're going to start with line 3. So we'll need to find 9 and 20, so 9 inches by 20 inches. Same thing, right click, analyze entity properties, 9 and 20. So I would think it's this one right here. No, that's 9 and 16. Up here towards the top, this is 9 and 20. So we'll click 9 and 20, and our next point is going to be 17 and 4. So that should be this one down here, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, double checking, I'm right clicking, analyze entity properties, click on the point. My coordinates are 17 and 4. And that was the one I needed. So now I need to do 15 and 4, which those were that was the last one of line 2. We'll connect those two. And then the next one from 15 and 4 is 10 and 14. So that should be this one up here. And the next one is going to be from 5, is going to be from 1014 to 54. Back down to this guy right here. So the next coordinate is going to be 11 and 20. So we're going to find 11 and 20. And actually, I found a good way to find those again. So if you look down here, here is your x coordinates, y coordinate, and then z coordinate. And as you see, it moves. It moves with your mouse. So now we won't have to analyze anymore. It was good exercise to get you used to right-clicking and analyzing entity properties, but now we won't do that for the time being. You'll just need to look at this X down here and this Y. So starting that line again, it was 11 and 20 of line 4. So this looks to be 11 and 20, and from 11 and 20, we're going to go to 9 and 20 right here. And from 9 and 20, we're going to go to 0 and 2, which is all the way down here, 0 and 2. And we're going to click it, and from 0 and 2, we're going to go to 1 and 0, which is this first point right here. And that should be, from 0 and 2, we're going to go to there, and then from 1 and 0, we're going to 9 and 16. So from 1 and 0, we're going to go to 9 and 16. That's going to be this upper one here. And then our final point from 9 and 16 is 10 and 14, which should be this one right here. So we are all done. We've drawn our shape. We'll go ahead and click the check. And our shape should be the Penrose tri-bar. Very fancy shape, very simple shape. Good job for those that have worked on this with me, and good job to those that are working on the side. We're going to do another one of these in another video, and you should be able to follow along easier now that we have the coordinates down here. So yeah, hope y'all learned and hope y'all enjoyed. I will see y'all later. Bye.